Welcome, everyone, to Amateur Hour Commentary. I'm the Wolf Craze, and that is Timber. We are here to cover the North American Firewall League quarterfinals. Yes, we are at the end of yet another season, and it's bound to be a good ending.
Absolutely. I've been watching a few of the North American Firewall games. I know that they had their North American Firewall League games. Sorry about that. I know that they had some of their earlier finals last week, which knocked out a couple people. And now we're going to the next round of that. So 8 teams come into tonight. 4 teams leave at the end of the week. And then it's down to that. So the games are getting tighter. The games are getting a lot more competitive. And we're going to be seeing some good stuff tonight for sure.
Yeah, and tonight we have Razzle Dazzle Tampazzle, always love saying that name, going up against a very strong Clack team. But they're not the only ones who are playing in the quarterfinals. We also have Creme Brulee going up against NWG, ODG against the Mando Bees, the Unknown, and Chronic Mastigators. All great teams, worked their butts off to get here. I can't wait to see who ends up going to the semis.
Yeah, I think Creme Brulee has been absolutely dominant, but as this game goes, as most games that you play, even in professional sports, everybody has a good day, everybody has a bad day, so we never know what's going to turn out with the rest of the playoffs. You might see some upsets this week. You never know. That's the beauty of it. So we'll see what develops with that, but definitely some good competition. I'm just seeing some of the names of the players on these rosters tonight, but especially the other rosters that are, the other 7 rosters that are out there. Very impressive names, very good players. So definitely gonna get the action. We'll see what the results are going to be.
And speaking of the rosters, why don't we actually check those out now? And we'll start off with Razzle Dazzle Tampazzle and see who they got on the roster. Not entirely sure of the lineup myself, but all's well in that field. But over on Razzle Dazzle, we have SRT 8 Ace. We also have Seemed a Good Idea, Therm 72, Chuckamus Prime, Wrestler, Rad Begum, Sniping You, Death Wish, and Where's Walzer. There's a lot I could say about a bunch of these guys, but I'm going to clump them all into they're just great players group. Each individual has their strong suits, has their skill sets that they bring to the team, and together they make a quality team. So I can't wait to see how well they play. So far throughout this season, they do have quite a few wins. They actually have a couple of ties, interestingly enough, going up against ODG and Chronic Mastigators. And then they have a few losses. So they kind of split their season 50-50 here. But they made just enough wins, made just enough points to get in the quarterfinal. So I wish them luck. They got a really hard team tonight. And with that being said, why don't we check out the roster and head on over to the green screen for Clack.
Thanks, Wolf. And similar to your roster, I also do have a very good stacked roster. We've got Bear Eternal, Crod, 4711. We got King Cole, who's kind enough to give us tonight's stream. The Truth 904, Yo Daddy All Day, Eroticus Pie, Rudy Boy, and Post Positive. So all players a lot of us have played with, and all, obviously extremely good players. I mean, this team has lost 1 game this season. They've tied 1 game this season. Their wins are relatively in the middle. There's a couple of very dominant wins, but like you're talking about the matchups and everything else, when you put these teams side by side, basically in the season at this point doesn't count how many wins, losses, or whatever. But on average, Razzle Dazzle Tampazzle will win 2 more games of a 12-game group, which is what we are playing tonight. For those of you that are used to the Pro League, this is North American Firewall League. So for a 12-game match, they average 2 more wins than Clack does. So, or Razzle Dazzle, I'm sorry. So we'll see what develops tonight. Good competition, definitely, though.
So yeah, it's going to be a fun night. As Timber had said, we are going to be running a full 12 rounds. It's going to be intense for those who generally join us during Pro League. It's not going to be your 8 rounds and out. We're going to be playing through them all, and whoever wins the most is going to be moving forward. Of course, there will be a dominating team. I'm hoping to see a good back and forth. Going into the postseason, I enjoy really tight matches. I really enjoy tight matches overall, whether it's regular season or postseason. But seeing a close game here at the end of it all, I mean, you can't ask for something better. And I think these teams really have a chance of giving us that show.
Absolutely. And just to say hi to a few people in chat, we've been kind of caught up and kind of giving you the background of both teams. A big shout out to Karen. Be happy. I see her all the time. Every stream I go to, she happens to have it. Cinderella, great to see you on here as well. And I'm not wearing jammy pants, Karen, but, a lot of bits will get you a lot of a show. Where's Walzer? Great to see you, Cinderella. Scuba Steve. Oh, Scuba, thank you so much for the bits. Scuba with a big contribution. Much appreciated. Yeah. Drywall dude, always great to see you here. PHS Pedro, nice seeing you, bud. I don't know if I've seen you on here before, and if I have, it's been a little while, so great to see you here as well. Leo Bro, good seeing you as well. Lactic Dog, buddy old pal, who wants a clean, fair match. Shake hands, everyone. Of course, that is the league person running the league manager, I guess you would say, for the North American Firewall League. Buddy old pal, great to have you here tonight.
As some of us say, he would be the big cheese.
The big cheese.
And not the stinky kind. He has really done something wonderful for this league. Really turned it around from kind of what it was and made something beautiful out of it. Also want to give a shout out to Walzer, who resubscribed. I don't know, did you already shout that out? If you already did, I'm just going to repeat it. 4 months subscribed here. Thank you so much, Walzer. Appreciate that, bro. Glad you guys were able to tune in. I hope you're just as excited for this matchup as we are. If you guys have any predictions, well, please share them in the chat because I didn't make a poll. So there's no voting tonight. Just
give us something to talk about.
But with that being said, I mean, whenever we cast together, you always say, well, you never know who's going to win. Every underdog could have its day. In this situation, I don't think either is really an underdog. No. You know, actually, if you where's my page here? If you look at their matchup, which actually was in week 3, they went up against each other. The score was 4-8, so there wasn't a huge point gap difference. I mean,
right.
4 wins isn't really a heck of a lot when you start looking at scores like 10-2 or 11-1 or something more dramatic than that. Like 9-3 even. I mean, that's a pretty big point difference. But 4-8, it's really not that bad. And it could have just been an off night. So it's not incredibly telling of which team's going to come out victorious or not.
Not at all. And I do think that the rosters play a big part in that. In that there's pretty deep rosters within both teams. There's pretty deep rosters. So it does depend on who's playing. And it doesn't even mean that somebody's better than somebody else. Sometimes players just match up well against a different player who could, in actuality or statistically, I guess you could say, be better than them. But when the shit hits the fan, they go at it. Anything goes.
And in terms of maps, now I haven't really watched these teams too much, although I do catch their games every once in a while. The busy life that we have come to love. I don't have any map predictions at this point. And who I think is actually going to benefit on which map. But I think we're going to see our standard, wouldn't you say? Our standard map picks?
We are. And since this is more of a 12-game match, I think, picking 6 maps, I think we'll see our normal fare. I'd love to see some weird ones. I know lately in the other league, they've been picking a lot of like docks and different maps that aren't necessarily as attuned to this type of a tournament or this type of a league, but they've been picking them. And it's been great to watch because the other team doesn't expect it, so it really is great to watch and great to see the different things. And then Karen, be happy. You can't use Scuba Steve's bits. I'm sorry, but I do think you have a lot in the bank right now with us, so I wouldn't worry too much about the bits.
Yeah, no way.
I mean, unless you really want to, that's up to you. Buckaroo, how you doing, Buckaroo? It's not first to 11 wins. It's best of 12 games, no matter what happens, because he scores. I guess we'll count going forward as far as I know, and somebody correct me if I'm wrong, but everything that I've heard has been basically it's 12 games no matter what. Wolf, is that pretty much how you understand it as well?
So it's going to be whoever can reach 11 is how the potential 21
the opposite
matches.
Of everything I just said. I got it.
Yeah. It's all good. I mean, because the rules for the postseason are different than the regular season, and it can get kind of confusing. But at this point, it's not a matter of gathering points. It's to progress further and get into the postseason. We are in the postseason, and it is a fight for the win, and whoever gets to it first will win.
Absolutely. Buckaroo, thank you so much for the correction. I'm sorry to cut you off. It looks like Cole is restarting the stream to get his going, and thank you for all clearing that up for me. It is the first to 11 wins, so all good. And Bear Eternal, thanks for the update. King Cole will be streaming our match tonight. We already have him ready to go. And good luck to both teams. I mean, it's going to be some fun stuff tonight.
Could you remind me if he's on YouTube or Twitch?
They're both on YouTube.
Okay, that's what I thought.
And I do see that SRT.
Yeah, SRT is live, that's for sure. And I'm pretty certain I'm following. What's his name?
Michael Cole, King Cole.
Okay, Mike. Okay, that's why I'm not seeing it.
I'm not seeing. I see that SRT8 is live on my bar on the side, but I don't see a live. Oh,
go to videos and then upload and just select all.
Yeah.
It should be there.
There we go. All right. Oh, and it looks like we're having. Let's see. So it looks like Crod, Rudy Boy, and Bear Eternal. For is that Clack? And then it looks like Therm, Seamed, and Chuck. Oh, Chuck's in tonight. I didn't think Chuck was playing tonight. Chuckamus Prime is in tonight for Razzle Dazzle. So we're waiting on the fourth. Or no, the fourth is obviously straight ace. I'm sorry. The fourth for Razzle Dazzle is straight ace. We're waiting on the fourth for Clack. So sorry for the confusion. What did I say?
I mean, he is a straight ace, but
did I say straight?
Yeah.
I'm always so careful about that, calling him SRT8.
Yeah, I know, man. Every time I read his name, I just want to read straight ace. That's it.
Right.
But he goes SRT. Damn it!
I did have an SRT at one point, so I am kind of sensitive to it. So.
Oh, goodness gracious, that's too funny. So it looks like they're on Newsroom right now. I don't think that'll stand. I'm sure at some point I could kind of hear in their chatter that they might be checking the network, see if there's any lag or any issues. One map that I would really like to see both of these teams go to is Hangar, and I call out Hangar all the time because it's such a fun map. But I'd really like to see them play that map. I think it would just be very, very exciting to watch. Do you have a particular map that you would actually like to see tonight, aside from our standards?
I'd like to see Shoot House. I'd like to see teams of this caliber going for Shoot House. I think that would be some fun stuff. I think both these teams would probably also enjoy it too. So better them than me, right?
Man, Shoot House, man. I have you've heard me time and time again. I have such a sore spot for Shoot House now. Something about it, I can't stand it. It's not that it's too close quarters. It's too 50-50 for me.
Right.
However, I did run shotguns the other night. I mean, you remember you were on my receiving end, and that was kind of fun. I never run shotguns before, so I'm wondering if I should run shotguns in Shoot House now. I usually run an SMG. I like the rapid fire, but it obviously produces a lot more damage, or a lot less damage than a shotgun. So, I would have to say maybe Shoot House would be kind of fun to see. See if they switch up their loadouts at all. I'm entirely sure they would, but.
So both teams are now live, and so SRT8 Ace on YouTube for those of you that want to jump into their channels as well and show them some love, and then Michael Cole on YouTube, just the name Michael Space Cole on YouTube for King Cole over on Clack. So if you want to jump into their streams, and if you follow their streams, it'll let you know when they're back on, and you could watch their streams in the future as well. It doesn't just have to be tonight. Seen some good streams lately. Just trying to see if it looks like they're going. Well, they're going to their loadout, so who knows what they're saying. I haven't been listening to what they're talking about.
I know, man. We always talk too much.
Big thank you, though, for everybody tuning in right now. I know it's been, especially in the States, it's been a fucking chaotic week in the States this week.
Oh, my God, dude,
so
yeah.
Hopefully things are simmering down now, and, we'll see what develops over the next week. And let's see. There's one casualty that a lot of people don't know about. Titch, do you have that ready by any chance?
I was going to say it hasn't just been. I was just going to mention. You say it's been chaotic in the States, but it's been chaotic over here on Twitch. Anyone who's familiar with Twitch and the whole platform as a whole, the people running it, the people on it, know that there's always some sort of drama, some sort of controversy to speak of. And this past week, we ran into some controversy, and I didn't really know the background a little bit until Titch informed me, which Titch is producing tonight. So I want to give a shout out to Titch and thank him for everything that he's doing. It's really, really helpful. But our friend PogChamp, I guess, is an invalid emote now.
Yeah, it appears that PogChamp is actually, I had this written down. I'm trying to look more for it. Anyway, PogChamp came from a person who was really good at Street Fighter in the gaming world. So when he had, I guess, won a championship or something to that effect, it's based on a real person's expression, and that's their real face. The PogChamp is expressed on that, and this past week, PogChamp decided to go to Twitter and express how he felt about things that were going on, or Twitch, I'm sorry. Oh, no, he went on Twitter, I'm sorry. He went on Twitter to explain what he felt about things that were going on, and Twitch said, yeah, your emote's gone. So we finally had our first emote fatality on Twitch this week. So there's probably been more. It's the first one I've heard about. Not on PlayStation? Oh.
That's tough. You know, it reminds me of the incident, and forgive me because I can't remember the player's name right now. Usually I do remember it, but over on Blizzard, there was a Chinese player who ended up just saying a very brief line in support of the Chinese protests over in his homeland. It was very brief. He said it, and then the interview was over. And there was a lot of backlash to that from Blizzard's end, to the point where money was returned, his title was stripped, and obviously some things were worked out. But it was just crazy. You know, the ability to freely speak and support certain things is kind of missing in some areas, and it's a little bit of a touchy subject, but we all will remember PogChamp. We all, I'm sure, will say insert exiled PogChamp emote here at some point. So it's definitely not forgotten.
For those of you who don't know what PogChamp is, we're having a little trouble loading it up right now. It's like this. But Asian. He's Asian. It's like that, but Asian. So just wanted to make that point was me.
Yeah, so...
Buddy Old Pal said, notice SRT's regular deagle. It's a peaceful protest to the anti-golden gun rule. So very nice. He switched it back to Revive, but he made his point.
Yeah, so for those who are curious, there is not going to be any golden gun. That has been a removed weapon from League play, and understandably so. If you have been following us for a while, you've heard me and Timber speak on it, and you've heard us speak on it, and there's strong opposition to it, many feeling like it broke the game. So until something's a little bit more balanced, those weapons or mechanics are generally removed, such as shooting someone through a wall in Publix. We all like to do it. It's fun. It teaches people a lesson. But here in League play, it's considered unfair. Gold gun falls in the same category. So we're not going to see any of the golden DH, which is okay by me. And, it's just going to even the playing field.
I agree. I've pretty much resorted to, like I've said before, if I don't bring the golden gun with my normal loadout, but if the other team starts using the golden gun, I mean, that's a green light. I'm not going to be, me and my squad aren't going to be disadvantaged like that. But I don't run out with the golden gun right now, but they're going to take it away within the next couple of days and tune it as First Contact Entertainment said. So it's going to be tuned down a little bit. I would imagine at least 2. I would say you should have a lot more bullets to knock you down, just judging by like what a normal rifle takes to knock you down. I mean, I know it's a video game, but we got to be kind of a little bit true to life here. We'll see how it goes, but it's gonna be tuned down with the next couple days. Glitch jammers, don't need to talk about that, but if you use glitch jammers, you're a dick. That's as simple as that. There's no ever any reason or time to use a glitch jammer, so you're just being a dick. So we're going to live action right now. Looks like we're going into Office. Wolf, did you see that?
I did. I noticed that we're going into Office, which I'm really excited about because this is, as we've discussed many times here on this channel, one of our favorite maps in Firewall 0 Hour. It's just a well-balanced map, regardless of where you spawn, whether you're on the attack or defense. It's just an overall great map to run, especially in League play. Now, I think we're going to see a real quick sprint to midfield here, and let's see how things turn out as Razzle Dazzle starts off on the offense.
Let's see if the defense goes for the pinch.
One here. Right here.
This should be a quick round on this one way or the other.
And we can see Clack's already pushed up. They're trying to catch him at the stairs. A couple grenades going out. Crod downing Chuckamus, getting that elimination.
Crowd eliminates Chuck.
Seemed a good idea. Went down. SRT gets the revive.
Holy shit, how did you live through that one?
I got far enough that I was just downed.
So 4v3 right now.
Shit. Can't open it the right way to do this.
Chuck, you got me eyes?
Yep, 2 on the main stair.
Everybody just posturing for the better angle and the better position.
So, got Cole watching the back hallway if y'all want to go left.
Looks like they might have gotten through on the left because Clack's guarding that back hallway.
Alright, 1 rotated
So
around.
blind fire grenade around the corner.
Where you are, Ace. And 2 are still at the main stairs. Cole is still on the center.
I guess RT's taking a couple hits.
Yeah, a bit pinned down here in the back. It looks like Clack has a very strong defensive position.
I'm tagging him.
Alright, he moved back up.
I'm wondering if somebody got through because they're really covering that back hallway on Clack's side. Like the back hallway by the room, so they've already gotten past.
All 3 members of Razzle Dazzle are trapped in the same hall. I've been here before. It's not fun. It's very hard to get out of here. And they've already wasted a lot of time. Not a lot of time to still get the first objective, which is that firewall. SRT getting it down.
Downs Bear Eternal. Revived by King Cole.
Downs him a second time. He's on those stairs. One more time, he's out. Got to be careful with those shots.
Ooh, Therm 72 gets eliminated. Bear Eternal gets back up.
They realize that they're...
Damn it, I'm down.
Oh.
Downing seemed getting elimination, and it looks like Clack is going to get the first victory here on Office.
Not anymore. That was me, probably. Okay, I'll keep it down. That was Temper.
Clack.
Oh, Clack won that. I don't think there's an ace.
Not that they matter.
Oh, that's right.
What's up, Lactic Dog? How you doing, man?
Hey, Lactic. Good to see Lactic. What's up, Skulls? There's my boy. What's up, buddy?
Yeah, he said whatever earlier when we were talking about the glitch jammers. He says use Luna.
Whatever. Red Bingham, what's up, buddy? Good to see you out there. Lactic, of course. Nice to see you. Wait, Lactic said something funny earlier. Hang on. What did he say? I think he said glitches get stitches. I like that. I like that. Deep tea bags is what he means, but I like that phrase. So
there's Buckaroo as well. Didn't see him sneak in here. How you doing, man? Nice. Always nice to have you here.
Yeah. Raptor Claw, great to see you, buddy. And Cinderella, thank you so much for the Prime. Now in her 4th month with us. Awesome to see you still in it and jumping in. Red, I miss your musk too, buddy.
Yeah, Cinderella really setting an example here. If you are a Prime member for Amazon, you can actually link your Twitch account to your Amazon Prime account, and it gives you something called a Twitch Prime subscription, which is a free subscription to anyone. Usually subscriptions at a tier 1 cost about $6 base price, and then the price value goes up all the way up to the 3rd tier, which I don't remember what it is, but it's not worth telling you because yeah, it's off the scales. It's a very good way of putting it. It's off the scales. It doesn't make sense. But with Twitch Prime, you get it for free. And you get all the awesome emotes that come along with it, which we do have some pretty fine ones. So if you guys are interested in doing so and supporting us that way, go ahead and click that subscribe button with your Twitch Prime account and come join us as we cover more League play in the future. And Scuba Steve gifting 5 tier 1 subs. Shoot. Thank you so much, brother. Appreciate it. Daffy Duck, Leo Bro, the GOAT, JJMJ, and Lactic Dog all now have those beautiful emotes. Be sure to use them in chat. We do have an emote for our sponsor, Raise Energy by Rep Sports. We have a little Ghost Paco who will be returning as soon as, well, things start getting a little more organized on his side. And Ace Icon, Karen is always watching because guess what she is. And our original AHC logo. But here we are back on Office.
This isn't the one where they can rush over.
It looks like Razzle Dazzle's going down the back stairs, and it looks like Click Clack spawn at the top back on the other side of the kitchen.
Plenty of time for Razzle Dazzle to set up a defense.
Looks like Seam put a good jammer down too.
Right behind the potted plant. That was
yeah.
nice.
I didn't want to say it out loud, but yeah.
We got sensors. I got one backstairs.
Exotic is Fly. Thank you for joining us. Rogues 3. What's up, buddy? Good to see you, man. All right, so Razzle Dazzle posting their defense downstairs, and do need to be leery of grenades from upstairs against a window on this map as well. For those of you who, unlike me, have not gotten whacked by one of those, it happens. So if you're upstairs, you can throw grenades off the back windows. You got to be pretty precise about it, though. It takes a little bit. So we'll tune in now.
Probably
I think they probably took the jammer downstairs.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
What's up, Exoticus? Welcome. So far, the audio sounds fine. That bear not repeating.
Agree.
So it's a slow push right now by Click Clack. They know exactly where Razzle Dazzle is set up. But breaching this particular location always poses a challenge. Let's see how they approach.
I gotta be honest, I hate that corner shot. It's so not worth it to go after people in that corner because you can't finish them even if you knock them down. I know it helps to knock them down, but I don't know. Sometimes I think I'd just rather save the ammo than try to get a knockdown across the map.
Right, kind of get a successful breach, conserve your ammo, and lay them out with a strong push.
Hankopotamus, let's go, buddy. Good to see you here, man. Thanks for joining us. I'll give you your phrase back.
Yeah, they're down there.
I'm up.
That sounds about right.
007, great to see you here. Long-time lurker.
It's gonna be a shootout. We got 220.
And you can't, like, the patience on both sides is impressive. That's what makes it too, you know.
Yeah, both really strategizing at this point. I think Razzle Dazzle is a little content with their defensive position, but waiting on defense can be very exhausting when nothing's happening. And right now there's about 2 minutes left on the clock, so Clack is going to have to do something here.
Yeah. Here goes the grenades off the window. Both teams are very... Watch this grenade from Click Clack.
Nothing.
Oof, close. Both teams are very tricky too. Patient and tricky. Oof.
Click Clack had a really good setup there. They were chucking grenades down, forcing Razzle Dazzle to move, hopefully out of position for their two members who were down near Zigzag, try to get some shots, but unfortunately it didn't work.
Click Clack's mounting the offensive through the Zigzag, upstairs and right around the corner.
With Bear Eternal now upstairs, going to attempt the grenade throws, and they're going to try the exact same thing. See if they can get some movement on Razzle Dazzle.
Ready on the second one. Ready? The second one, and you guys have to make a run for it.
Alright,
I think you guys should go with zero and get the card.
Okay, hold on.
Like all distractions, diversions, and patience. Oof.
They all start falling as Click Clack tried for that push, but it was like lamb to the slaughter.
Razzle Dazzle picks up the W. Sorry if I'm screaming at you guys.
No, it's exciting. That was a very good turnaround. Very good defensive spawn. It's a strong position to have. We've seen people fail at it, us, and it could be it could be pretty morale killing. But Razzle Dazzle holding their own, tying it up. It's now 1-1. It's split even here. As we mentioned before, this game could go either way. Their previous match, Click Clack only won by 4 wins, so anything could technically happen.
Yeah. Hey, Darko Roxas, thank you for joining us tonight. Friend of Bears, so supporting Bear. Get him. Yeah, we're going now. So I'm glad to see it evened out. I mean, that's what we come here for. We want to see some good even action. We don't want to see blowouts, obviously. And Razzle Dazzle coming up to win on that one. They played it out. They worked it out.
Yeah, it's good to see early on because it's a good predictor of what's to come. Sometimes if you see one map being dominated by a team, you're like, okay, well, maybe that was just their map. But that can really kill your morale as a team if you are the one who lost that map entirely. And that can affect you into the next round. Now, granted, they have a lot of games to play tonight. So there's a lot of opportunity where things could change. And we could see a very dominating team. At this point, though, so far they're even, and confidence is pretty high on both teams. So who's to say what's going to happen? And it looks like we might be heading to containment here.
Yeah, and it's a team game like any other game, like any other sport that you play. This is esports. It's a sport nonetheless, and you watch playoffs in professional sports, and weird things happen. Underdogs win, or teams you didn't expect to win, and whatever the case is. So now that the season for North American Firewall League is behind them, none of that shit matters anymore. They're just going head to head, and they're giving it their best shot, knowing that they're playing for a lot now. Before they were playing for a higher position or whatever the case is. Now they're playing to stay alive. So if you lose this, you're out. And, Razzle Dazzle knows that. So they're going to fight hard. Click Clack knows that. They're going to fight just as hard. Obviously, Click Clack is more of the favorite tonight. But Razzle Dazzle, there's nothing saying they can't take it tonight. So upsets have happened before. They'll continue to happen. Off the bat, though, I will say, and sorry for friends of mine that are on the other team, I will take Click Clack tonight, but I'm going to take him at a 7-5 advantage. That's my call.
Yeah, so your prediction is that they're going to come out heavy at the end. And
I don't know when it's going to happen. I'm not going to be that precise in my prediction.
No. Well, anything could change. Again, for those who are not as much in the know, preseason, it was all 12 games. Postseason, whoever gets to 11 first. Obviously, there's going to be favor on one team than the other. Timber's leaning more towards Click Clack. I got a feeling about Razzle Dazzle, but both teams should be happy that they're here in the quarterfinals. But everybody wants a taste of that title shot,
right? And the way the playoffs go are a lot like other competitive sports where number 1 plays number 7 back. But the top few teams at that level at that point out of 16 in this game are close. So just like you saw right now, 1-1, I do not believe we're going to see a blowout at all. I think we will I think we're going to play 12 games, though. I don't know. I'm trying to think how we get. I'm trying to see how we get to 12 games so I could prove Buckaroo wrong. That's all I'm trying to do right now.
Well, there's always a potential for 21, but if this is the only win for Razzle Dazzle, they could walk away. Click could walk away with an 11-1 win, or Razzle Dazzle could walk away with an 11-1 win, and whoever gets to 11 first is going to win. But it looks like Skulls is putting money down on this, so someone take him up on that as we enter containment. Click Clack on defense.
Skulls got 5 on it. All right, so both teams taking their positions. Looks like Razzle Dazzle is rushing up the back stairs to go upstairs, while Click Clack is doing the opposite to come back downstairs to the server room. That's where they will defend.
Nobody gets that first bullet on.
Gotcha. Can I have it a little bit up? But if you just don't listen, I'm just joking. It's okay. The $5 that Skulls is using is actually Rad's. By the way, the other night, I was in this very mat doing this exact same thing, but I was on the inside, and Big Batman came around the corner and shot the guy that was facing me. It was really kind of cool. Sorry, I'll leave it.
Did you clip it?
I did. Well, actually, he didn't send it to me.
All right, I want to see that later. Send it to me.
I will. I think you were playing that night. I haven't played that hard in a long time. A long time. All right, let's get back to the game. And yes, Red is giving $5 away.
The breach here is never easy. Do you take the double doors in the back, which is usually defended with C4, or do you go through the lab, which is usually littered with grenades at some point during the exchange?
I'd say the best way on this map is both. I think that's concentrating 4 people on one doorway in any map, like we did in District the other night and got our asses shot up. You do that in any map, 4 people stacked on a doorway, where that's the only doorway you're coming in from, you're going to get lit up. So I would say at least both.
No, they were smart. That's the problem. They know us. We know them. All right. There's one person.
It's like Cole's holding the white stairs.
Looking at the door. Heads through the window.
I wonder what we do in case of a tie.
You're good to go there. No C4?
There will never be a tie.
Just trying to match Stitch's money.
I'm gonna catch up to Ace
Because it's first 11. Yeah, I know. Buckaroo already told. Damn it. Sorry, Stitch is talking to my ear. Buckaroo, you're right. Fine.
I got a C4 to try to break it, but like.
I got that fuzzy math from George Bush era. You guys are probably too young to even know what the fuck that means. Sorry, I keep fucking swearing. I don't down. It's been a wrong week.
We gotta do something. That's what I thought exactly, buddy. Chuck, there's gonna be
Common. Talk about Common Core, because it's not so common. It looks like they're trying to.
White stairs.
Yeah, Chuck's peeking there. I think his intention is to draw a little bit of fire, but he goes down in the process. No one there to get the revive.
Oh, almost.
Because even if he did, it kind of would have been a wasted effort anyway, and a wasted revive, which,
He hit me twice.
fortunately, it looks like that's the case. SRT no longer with a revive dart.
Hold on. I'm gonna suicide charge and try to get a grenade on the jammer. If I can get to this door, I know where the jammer's at.
Hey. Hold on.
Minute and a half.
Hold on a second. Are you sure you know where the jammer? Oh.
Yeah, I'm positive I know where the jammer's at.
Oh, God damn it.
Grenade on U-turn.
Yeah, no. Yeah,
Ooh, he got close.
Ooh, he got very
Well,
close.
I mean,
He's
with
trying
the
to
timer,
get
it seemed back there.
to that
Honestly,
jammer
it's
the
not
best
as
that he
bad being
could,
a
but
mid-mill
unfortunately they've all been eliminated in the process. Razzle Dazzle losing another one, giving Click Clack a 1-point lead, making the score now 2-1. That was unfortunate. I get what his plan was. He really wanted to go for that suicide route, try to push the door, get a grenade in there, and do some damage, get that jammer so they can start getting the hack and flip the switch. But you got to remember, when you're trying to push the server door, you also have the members in the lab who are going to focus on that wall that you're turning the corner of. So you don't just have one player firing at you. You now have almost a whole squad. So it definitely is a death, a death race to that door. The only thing that they could have done differently with that push is thrown a couple of grenades, maybe thrown a couple of flashbangs, because no one wants to be flashed in this game. It lasts quite a bit, and it's just really annoying. So to avoid that, obviously you got to look away, but that means eyes off of that corner, giving your teammate the ability to actually run and do something. So either a smoke or a flash could have worked in that situation. Unfortunately, it didn't turn out right for them.
Yeah, I agree. I think some of those secondary weapons, or kind of the back tier weapons, like the flash or the smoke or the motion sensor and everything else, yeah, they probably could have used that. They probably could have used a couple of those at least to draw some attention. Shit, even a noisemaker at that point, because what they did do well that I thought was good, even though it didn't work, like they had a good strategy, it just didn't work. But popping Chuck up on those stairs up high, putting somebody in the back, you're trying to create a lot of that confusion when they're on defense, because you know what it's like sitting in those areas when you're on defense. You start hearing shit from different areas, or motions are going off, or whatever the case is. You get a little panicked, and you got to kind of keep moving around to kind of head off the offense. I do agree with Razzle Dazzle's strategy on that one, though. They did spread everybody out in that case, because that map, double shooting, triple shooting on attack ain't going to happen unless you're in that back double door. So I think they made a good move. It just didn't happen on that one. So Click Clack won on that one, Skulls.
Yeah, it's always a risk trying to push there. In situations like that, I get what Chuckamus was doing, and he went for it, and I applaud his effort. But White Stairs is such a dangerous move. One of the best options that you could go for is kind of engage in a firefight with the opposing lab across right next to the server room. Try to get a couple downs there while the attention's being drawn. As you had mentioned, Timber, send someone around to the back double doors. Pinch there. If they're solely focused on the opposing lab, then you have an opportunity to start waltzing right in, get the double doors open, maybe get a couple grenades out, and cause some chaos. There are options there. They picked what they thought was the best one. Maybe it'll work again in the future. Play it out again, see if you can get better. But Clack, of course, they're a little bit ahead, 1 point.
Been there, done that with Clack, right? They've done a ton, and I don't know what they could have done. Razzle Dazzle to maybe make more aware tonight. Any ideas with that, Wolf?
If they just drank some Raise Energy, they could have been a little more alert, a little more focused on their strategy, and maybe pulled it off. Who knows? Maybe Razzle Dazzle could have gotten that. And Clack maybe drinking some themselves. Guys, if you are interested in checking out Raise Energy, which is a fantastic energy drink with many different flavors, check out the link below. Use promo code AHC to get 15% off any purchase on that website. Yes, simply put in AHC, you get 15% off your total purchase. I still have a whole bunch of cans coming in. I have a whole bunch of other products. It's fantastic. I support it. I encourage you to check it out. Unfortunately, only ships in the U.S. But if you are interested, if you live in either Canada or across the pond, let us know. Maybe I can work something out. Here we are.
Fantastic.
Back on containment.
Yeah. And like Wolf said, we get a certain amount for free. So here's my raise right here. There's nothing there. Coke, great to see you. Thanks for joining us tonight, Coke. Top Gun Commander Viper, what's up, buddy? Great to see you here tonight.
You think they're using
So they're keeping the upstairs defense for Razzle Dazzle. Clack, trying to figure out where they're at.
Sensor, the stairs that was shooting Bear?
Okay.
There's a sensor on those stairs.
Okay.
Showroom.
Looks like Crod's using Eagle Eye
Showroom, dude.
to get some intel.
What's up?
Let me see.
SRT has decided to push down.
He's coming in front of Rudy. Two of them.
Maybe
To the
catch
tank
them
room?
off guard.
In front of Rudy.
Watch out, they opened the door,
You can probably flank him, Bebo.
This is where the patience is going to intersect. Right at this hallway.
SRT and Therm almost eerily saw someone cross. And they get tagged from behind. Therm providing some cover fire at the double doors.
Allowing the other
going-
team to rush.
Got Therm up. SRT goes down in the process. Revive dart off. Couple grenades out, trying to get some grenades in. Gets a double limb, I believe, there.
I'm looking back and forth. Scene takes out Bear. Bear's gone.
Rudy and Fraud pushing in on the tank room.
Got him down.
Ah, damn it.
Oh!
Sorry, not good.
And it looks like Clack unfortunately lost that one. Razzle Dazzle pulling it out in the end. Chuck and Miss, the surviving member of Razzle Dazzle, getting the victory and tying it up once again, scoring now 2-2. Beautiful back and forth. No team has dominated any of the maps thus far. We've only had 2. We'll see if that trend continues, but that was a high risk maneuver by SRT and Therm.
Absolutely. Absolutely. And the beauty of that is not only are these players going to clip it and watch it themselves later on for posterity, but you can see all this here tomorrow or probably later tonight on this Twitch channel. If you want to rewatch it or you have friends that didn't see it and you're telling them what great games you saw, let them know it's available right here. The video is just going to be freaking sitting here. Nobody's using it. Just take it. And then on YouTube as well tomorrow, Wolf will post it up on YouTube. I think it'll wait like 24 hours or some crazy dumb stuff like that. We're going to post it up on YouTube. So all these videos are here. If you're still in these leagues and these tournaments, use these things as game film. Come back in and check it out. It might help you. In my case, it hasn't. But as Skull says, Charles is in charge.
Always. Oh my goodness. Yeah, that was exciting.
He was in charge on that last round. He finished it up. So right on with Chuck. Nice job, buddy.
He could have just waltzed right in at the end and gained credit for it. There's no saying how much damage he actually put in. Okay, maybe there is if we actually looked at the scoreboard at the end there, the summary. But I didn't take the time to do that. But who's to say he did much? I don't know. We'll see. He could have just been a surviving member. Waltz right in and said, "Hey guys, what's going on here?"
No, I mean
Oh, you're all
Card,
dead.
Charles Card might have done that, but not Chuckamus Primate. That's just not going to happen. And yes, there is a sour gummy worm flavor. Karen?
Oh my gosh, it's so good. Sour gummy worms.
No, heard that. Somebody's got to send Karen some damn freaking rays.
Hey man, she's just got to contact me, let me know, and give me the deets, and I'll send them her way, 100%.
Karen, if you want to reach out to any of us on Messenger like you have in the past, just let us know where you're at. We're going to send you some because you just got to enjoy some of this stuff. But don't take it real late at night or you're not going to sleep until like 6 o'clock next morning. So depending what your schedule is, just, plan it out.
I don't know if we gave a shout out to Rogues yet, but if we didn't, what's up, Rogues? How you doing? And Viper also.
Yeah.
Howdy doody.
All of you in here.
I hope you guys are enjoying tonight's match. If you haven't followed already, please consider doing so, and also hit that bell notification button. I did see we just got another follow by Coke. Thank you so much for joining our community. Really appreciate it. Be sure to check the panels. We do have a variety of different ways to get in contact with us through Discord, through Twitter. No Instagram yet. If that becomes a big boom, I might make one, but doubtful. We also have our own webpage and a Facebook group. So if you want to go check that stuff out, all the links are below, available to you. Please consider doing so. Along with that Raise Energy sponsorship logo, click on that, bring you right to the website. We got some more exciting games coming down the pipe.
We do.
For those who are less aware, Alvo, a big one.
Yep. I saw one today. That excited me a little bit.
Oh, yeah?
And if you guys follow Incarnate Media, I think that's the boss, whatever
Sniper.
he is this week. He showed something for Hitman VR January 20th. We'll pick that up afterward, but that looked kind of cool.
Yeah, man, that's going to be exciting for sure.
Karen, I got you. No energy drinks. I get that. And you got Cinderella on the other side of the coin, so she's the bad devil saying she drank 3 cans in one day.
Yeah. Well, they also have flavored popcorn on their website. I actually have some coming in. They only have one in stock because, this whole COVID thing has really messed with some business. So they only have a few things in stock, and I have one coming. I don't have any reviews on that because I haven't tried it. Well, I'll definitely get that to you. But we are here on Hotel.
All right. Who's on? So they spawned in the main lobby of the hotel. So that was a little interesting. They chose not to do the, whatever you call it, the figure 4, whatever case that is, defense, because they know better. That looks like they're doing a little bit of a variation of it. We already got shots fired, so I'm going to shut up.
Yeah, Clack choosing not to do the X-Man, instead post up elsewhere.
They're doing kind of like a pseudo. No, they're all spread out. They're in a good spot, though, obviously.
Yeah, they decided to
pick the corners.
Funnel all their defense to just one side of the double stairs here.
Yeah. Jammer's upstairs on a pillar, I believe, is where they placed it.
SRT rethinking his decision there.
I got tag on a little red over here. Get inside here with Therm. Chuck, I like it. Never mind. Same. I'm leaving you and Therm. Going with Chuck. Go downstairs and shoot up in the cross. They in soda, Therm, or are they out?
One was, but I think he might have left.
Let's keep going. Let's keep going. Let's keep going.
Razzle making their way across the treacherous courtyard.
Yeah, it's always dangerous, man.
Yep, I can't stay out long enough to see where he's at.
Oh yeah, that's fine. He's not on the corner. I have a sense on that corner. So.
Bear, Eternal, and Cole are holding down the double stairs now.
Fuck, they're gonna know you're there, Chuck. We did bring frags though. We can roll them down Soda Alley there.
Oh, we can roll them down.
And a couple grenades up and over down the soda hall as they are coining it. Trying to get some tags there, but not finding their mark, so now they're pushing their way up towards the central court stairs.
Oh, I hear him right here.
Let's try and go the other way.
Also seems like a lot of times that courtyard has become the new defense.
As Chuckman is peeking out, he tried maneuvering like what we see with Naughty sometimes.
My bad.
SRT trying to go and provide the support, and he gets tagged pretty hard. 2 members down. Cole getting it down on Therm. It seemed a good idea. It looks like there's a double elimination, and that's it. Clack getting a victory, increasing their lead by 1. It's now 3-2.
Yep.
That was a very ballsy move, Rad. I agree.
Yep. I agree, Rad.
You could see him waving his gun. For those who play the game, know that you run in the direction your gun's pointing. So if you move the gun while also moving the joystick, you can maneuver a lot faster. There's one person who's lightning quick at it. We know him as K24 Naughty. Super quick. He's always in and out. And it looks like he was trying to do that, but got caught up or something, and he got dropped rather quick. In that situation, would you have tried to go in for the revive or just let him lay?
I mean, and I get a lot of shit for it too, but there's a lot of times, like, if the revive is far enough away, I'm not going to run into fire to chance a revive if the revives are from a ways away. So there are times where I'm not going to just die and then watch somebody else on my team die in front of me. So, I mean, call it what you want. I weigh out the risk to reward option on that stuff and make my move. Generally, the reward is me living, and sorry about the risk.
Yeah, well, I agree with you. I mean, in that situation, he was pinned down in the hall, and you have no idea where the shots are coming from, and you know that they're coming from the one direction, but could there be someone behind them? Not sure, unless obviously you saw the bullet trails, but we didn't see any of that there. Right. Yes, he was down behind the cart, but they didn't use any of their lethals, and that has to in league play like this, you have to remember, well, how many did they throw? Did they throw 2? Did they throw 4? Did they throw any of them? Mm-hmm. In that case, they didn't. They anticipated SRT was going to be there, and they just lobbed those grenades and got a double elimination super quick. Probably would have been best to let them die, unfortunately, and kind of remaneuver. It would have been a good opportunity for them to waste their grenades, but hindsight's 20/20, isn't it?
It is. I mean, and you also, I mean, obviously being in their shoes while they're in the middle of a league, obviously we can relate to that, but and the risk reward and everything else. But there's also a certain thing that you're playing with in your mind when you're playing the game, where, like, say you're running across the map. No, it doesn't matter what map or whatever the case is, and you run into somebody, you're always kind of like, where's the next guy? So you down somebody. What's the assumption? Is the assumption that there's somebody right there that's going to revive them? So do you throw for that? Do you wait for it to happen? Like, some people jump the gun. Some people are more patient. Like, I'm going to wait for this son of a bitch to pop his head out so I could pop him when he tries to revive his buddy. Or do you just assume there's somebody behind him, start throwing some grenades? Maybe I'll get a couple of lucky kills that I don't even know about yet. So schools of thought on this thing there's probably a million of them, right?
Yeah. In league play, we always discuss this. It's a very different animal from public matches. In publics, you can probably anticipate that they're not running 2 and 2, that there isn't going to be someone behind. Most of the time, if you're running with randoms, there's going to be rogue players all over the place. So you might be less inclined to actually throw those grenades in anticipation that someone's there. But in league play, that's something that you have to expect. You got to expect that someone's at least in tow, whether within 5 feet or 2. So I think throwing the grenades was a smart choice. Whether or not they got SRT, it would have been the best option. It would at least forced him to back up and maybe even cause him damage, and they could have rushed him and gotten the kill. But either way, it was a good idea, and it proved profitable. Clack got the win.
Yeah, there's only one right choice at the end of the day, but you don't know that until after you made the choice. So
absolutely,
hero or zero mentality on that stuff. So it's all based on how you play the game. I mean, it comes down to it. Obviously, less aggressive than in public, but
SWAT room.
Yeah, that's it. So it looks like the same. Are we the same spawn? I hope so.
Yeah.
Wait. Oh no, we're not the same spawn. So it looks like Razzle Dazzle spawn upstairs in that double room, right off of the terrace, and Clack spawned down in the main lobby of the hotel, rushing their way up. So gunfights should happen pretty quickly based on the way that they're running.
Yeah, Razzle Dazzle kind of holding the white room. Yeah.
Couldn't shoot.
Couple of downs already on Razzle Dazzle. Grenades going out. They rushed that.
They absolutely rushed it.
Nice.
Damn.
Let's
They
go.
caught them while they were still setting up.
Sensor on the other side, bro.
That's up to
Get the
Rob.
jammer, get the jammer. One more jammer.
You're still jammed. Still jammed.
Definitely not what
Even
Razzle
outside?
Dazzle was expecting.
I don't think so. That's the beginning there.
Granted, Razzle Dazzle did get an elimination at least, so there's the upside there. They have 30 seconds left. They're trying to get that last jammer.
No. Out of impact.
Fuck.
When they're struggling to get it here. One person should stay in that laptop room.
Dude, what the hell?
Really?
No.
I did not see a jammer placement, so.
That's fucked up. Wait. Buscalo afuera, buscalo.
Well, they did split. There was a jammer, I believe, placed in the white rooms and one place in the opposing room.
That's retarded, bro. There's no way.
Well,
Yeah, that's okay.
Chuck is really good at hiding jammers. He's good at hiding non-glitch jammers. I'm going to say that very clearly. So I don't think anybody would put a glitch jammer, especially in league play. Razzle Dazzle walks away with it.
It's all good.
Wow, a jammer.
They're
When
going
you
to say
don't see that often, man.
deal. I'd bet $5 against Skulls that that was a legit jammer. I'm going to kind of pick up on the audio in between rounds here and see what they say up to each other.
I can't imagine them doing a double crouch or a glitch jammer. I can't imagine that happening.
No,
Honestly, a lot of these players are very honest players. They're not slick and sly trying to get away with stuff. They're seasoned league players. They know the rules. I can't imagine that that's what happened. I think it was just a well-placed jammer that was really hard to find.
Yeah, I'm trying to listen to the chat.
I was not expecting you guys to charge that fast, to be perfectly honest.
Well, it looks like nobody's really talking about the jammer, so it's obviously not a big sticking point. I don't know. I think there's a good rush by Razzle Dazzle. We talk about it all the time. Like, do something crazy. If you're down a little bit, if you're feeling a little outmatched, or whatever the case is, do something a little ridiculous. And they just did. They rushed the shit. They rushed Hotel on league play. So against Clack. So I think that's probably the ballsiest move I've seen all night. And it also paid off for him because they had 1 kill to Bear Eternal's 3 kills in addition to Cole's last kill. Who Cole happened to be the one guy that got killed, but they won the game. So I haven't heard clip it yet, but I'm hoping it's just all legit.
So they briefly discussed it. I couldn't hear specifically where the jammer was placed, but it was all agreed. They just shared the location, and they were like, that was a damn good jammer. But they admitted they weren't expecting Clack to be on them that fast. I mean, we're watching it, and they just stampeded that hall. I mean, Razzle Dazzle wasn't even ready setting up on defense. Usually, we see teams run into the white rooms, just post up there and defend from there. That probably would have been the better decision other than what they did. But granted, they still got the win, so can't fault them on that. But in terms of getting prepared and their preparedness, I mean, they just weren't ready for Clack.
No, and no, Clack wasn't ready for Razzle Dazzle, and Razzle Dazzle was able to still, in that time frame, plant a jammer that they couldn't shoot. So Razzle Dazzle rushed Clack, but in the same process hit a jammer that Clack couldn't get, right?
Yeah, there was definitely
and that was it, and that's how they. So I didn't hear them disputing the jammer red.
No disputes.
And if anybody watching tonight was watching Razzle Dazzle stream or whatever the case is, Chuck is. I don't know if it was Chuck that even placed a jammer. Chuck is really good at placing legitimate jammers. I mean, he's good at placing illegitimate ones too, but that's not part of this game. He's good at placing legitimate jammers in good spots, and chances are that's going to be a legitimate jammer. Yeah. I will bet the $50 that Skulls owes Rad, who owes Cinderella, that was a legitimate jammer.
Yeah, they were discussing it, and it sounds like the location was shared, and there was no concern about it. And they had mentioned though, hey, you gotta show me what angle to shoot that jammer from. Then, so it was all good natured, and everyone's good. No disputes. Point counts, and we are all tied up as we move into our next map, which unfortunately I didn't catch.
Yeah, we'll find out when we see it. They're gonna want to see the clip no matter what, though. No matter what anybody says, it's like on a map or on a game like that, they're like, yeah, we want to see how. Yeah, they want to see that the jammer's legit.
Looks like we're going back to office for round 2.
I don't know what door
All right.
it is.
And as Rogue says,
I think it's right.
wah wah wee wah. In the Barat boys, I can't do a good Barat
might be
boy.
here.
Sorry. That was a good game. That was a very good game. And that was a good rush. 007 definitely caught him off guard, and that's what you need.
I got it.
The beauty of that too is like they caught him off guard, so they won that one game. That's not even the point of that. The point of that is that they did it to throw their mentality off guard. Like, hey, these guys rushed last time. Now we got to start thinking about if they're going to rush again. It kind of puts you a little bit more defensive than you're thinking.
I just stuck it real fast.
Clack already set up on defense down in the communication office.
Skulls, you just owe me $50. That's all.
Oh. Yeah, we all died trying to.
I think they went down, boys.
Oh, really? Oh, shit.
Well, let's clear the top and.
Razzle Dazzle is just clearing the second floor right now. They know where the laptop is. They're pretty confident where Clack has posted up, but they're still going to take their time.
I'm surprised at that.
I look good.
I brought a motion.
Me too.
Doors closed.
Anybody bring frags?
Yes, I did.
How many motions you guys got?
Yeah, this is something that we don't see as often. I don't even see if we see this much patience in like pro league. I don't mean to differentiate the league by league, but different players, some are different players, but those games just seem a little less patient, a little less strategic or tactical. So
I think both of these teams are throwing out their strategies that they're not necessarily accustomed to seeing. I mean, how often do you see a jammer win?
no, and maybe it's just more noticeable now that we're so like zoomed in on it.
Mm-hmm. And who knows? This is postseason, so maybe they are taking it more cautiously.
Yeah. Momo Cupcakes. What's going on, Momo? Thanks for joining us tonight. Great to have you here. Hope you brought Gonzalez with you for your hostile takeover. I don't know if it's going to happen tonight, though. I did tell Momo that her and Gonzalez could do a hostile takeover of amateur commentary one night. So.
I have conditions. Please tie me up.
Okay, so Momo, we're going to avoid Wolf when we talk this out. Just you and me. Don't talk to Wolf.
A couple grenades being banked off of the back glass. Not finding the mark. Looks like Clack was prepared.
Yeah.
I don't want to go that way.
I was just seeing if there was a sensor there.
Word.
Those of you that haven't checked out Momo's stream, definitely check out Momo Cupcakes. Momo, if you want to put your stream link in there, go for it.
I don't see anyone from my angle here.
There's definitely one in the back corner. I was seeing his head.
Well, do you have him on your sensor?
Coke is the kimchi. Sounds Korean. Nice to meet you too, Coke.
There's one on the right. There's one on the left corner.
Oh, I got one. Okay, yeah, I got one on my motion behind
there's one bouncing
the
back and
center wall.
forth.
I'm gonna try stupid.
8686. That's close. Coke 8686.
Doing a little peek there seemed a good idea. Avoiding gunfire. Chuck peeking out, trying to get some shots. He needs to be careful. He gets it down on Rudy. There's a revive by Crod. Rudy goes back down. Chuck miss being downed himself. SRT going in for the revive. Bear Eternal getting an elimination. A couple of them, actually.
I got one there.
Clack with 3 members still alive. Hear myself. That's annoying. Why do you guys listen to me? Chuck missing Therm, the surviving members of Razzle Dazzle, trying to get some maneuver here. Bunch of wasted lethals go out towards Zigzag. Therm still stacked back at the base of the main lobby stairs.
A couple people on cameras too. That really helps them.
Let me get some ammo real
We have less than a minute left. They don't really have a lot of time to make something happen here. They got to work their magic and got to push through. Chuck and miss going in towards Zigzag.
They got to get the jammer and go get the laptop. So
Over the half wall, though. There you go. That one got a tough level.
Nice grenade, causing some damage. Rudy downing Therm. Chuck and miss downing Bear. Therm has been revived, but he's been put back down, and that's
Oh.
going to be it. Razzle Dazzle.
Good game.
Get another beer. Fuck.
Clack takes another win, increasing their lead by 1, and who's to say that we won't see it tied up once again? A good back and forth this evening between teams.
Absolutely, and this is all we want. I mean, we're not trying to look for show us how good you are or anything like that. We just want two teams that play an evenly matched game. They don't have to be two evenly matched teams, and like we talk about the teams themselves. Doesn't matter what teams they are. If they show up to the game and they start out playing or continue to play evenly matched, that's how they roll. Defenders win, and they got, I know it doesn't count in this league, but they got an ace on that one. 2 kills by Rudy Boy, 2 kills by Bare Natural. Both good job by them. Chuck tried to make his move on the breach. I thought he had it, but got backed off. He was outnumbered. So tough.
We still see aces. We still throw them up. We got to recognize that stuff.
I can throw aces.
Yeah, I'm going to throw aces. It doesn't count in terms of points, but it matters. It's good to recognize it. When a team can hold off another and have all members survive, it's an accomplishment. That's why we have the aces. If you are subscribed, be sure to utilize that emote frequently when you do see them. And all the other emotes that we do have, we are considering adding more. We do have room for it. But
especially
that is one thing we have to look into.
We got room for another emote.
Yeah, at least one more slot.
Well, yeah, now that PogChamp's in the shitter, so we could probably pop up another one. Anybody making a funny look, just throw it our way. And we'll try to see what we can do for an emote on that.
And if you want your
Titch, I'll give you guys his email address in the chat.
And if you guys want your if you want access to those emotes, please consider using your Twitch Prime account, your Twitch Prime subscription, I should say, and consider subscribing and supporting the channel as we're going to continue to provide you the Firewall League action for as long as it's running. We will be providing you some other games as well. We actually just ran a 1v1 tournament in-house, which was super exciting. Scuba Steve came out on top of that, so shout out to him. He's an incredible player.
Yep.
And he and his other 2 teammates, Titch and Grant, are running another indie gaming league tournament, but this time it's a 2v2 circuit. So if you guys want to check that out, we are going to be covering AHC matches right here on Amateur Hour Commentary. But we are back on Office. Razzle Dazzle now on defense.
All right. They got a pretty decent spot in that upper room. Hey, Bugs Bunny, what's going on? Great to have you with us tonight. They're going to... Oh, they didn't hold that room. They're rushing to... Looks like the elevator room. Oh, they're going to those stairs. There's going to be a battle at the bottom of the stairs.
Yep.
It's going to be solo if it is. Oh. SRT8 goes down at the bottom of the stairs.
Unfortunate choice.
Yeah, it clicks just... At the
Eternal Downing Therm. Seam goes down.
Chuck revives Seamed. Again.
Oh, he stole my ace. Damn it, he stole my ace.
A lot of
And
death.
it looks like Clack just cleaning house. And this is the flip that we were looking for in tonight's matchup. So far, it's been a nice back and forth. We've seen it tied every other match. But now Clack takes a 2-win lead. And we'll see if this has any impact on Razzle Dazzle. SRT ended up going down those stairs, and I started having haunting flashbacks of our experience going up against the Scrub Squad, running down those stairs and just getting massacred. That's always a risky maneuver. You got to know your spawns. You got to know typical strategies, and I would have to say that is a pretty standard strategy if you're the attacking team. Go up those back stairs, as the expectation is they're going to go downstairs and set that jammer and defend that communications office. And SRT caught the wrong end of the gun there, and then the rest of his team fell back, but unfortunately they got cleaned as well.
Yeah, I think SRT was probably dropping down there to probably lay some ordnance or lay some motion sensor or at least a jammer or something to that effect, and just kind of got caught at the bottom of those stairs. You got to know they're coming. I mean, if Scrub Squad can get us to those stairs, anybody can. So you got to know they're coming. And, at that point, I'm just waiting to hear what Titch says in my ear. That's all I'm waiting for.
Is there a win by 2 rule? No, it's first to 11. So there's no potential chance for a tie. Whoever reaches 11 first will win and move on into the semifinal match.
Yeah, Buckaroo, don't you know anything about how we keep scoring this league? What's wrong with this guy?
I don't. I am
I'm
flying
teasing
by
you,
the seat of my pants tonight. I'll tell you that much.
He was educating me.
Oh, wow. I have 64,000 mic points.
Damn. Better start talking.
We are now at 8. Maybe they're switching hosts. I'm going to listen in.
Oh, yeah, it looks like they're switching hosts.
Interesting time to do it. Usually you would switch a little bit earlier. At around.
Maybe they had some lag, Wolf. Maybe they had a little bit of lag on that last one. Maybe they're just saying, hey, let's just switch. But you just never know. You just never know. So some good streams this week that I've partaken in. Definitely Brown Pit as always. I think we jumped in with Brown Pit. And I think he was with Babs, Fresh Milk, who also streams as well.
Fresh Milk.
Great time with them. And, you know, it's good when the game gets fun again, because at the end of that, we had a dance party. It was just all good Firewall fun like everybody's used to having. Daft Dev and Divinical on Twitch, I watched them today, jumped into their chat as well. They were fun to watch. And Wicked Roll has been posting a lot of good videos lately. His most recent video had been laughing my ass off. And not to give you too much, but next time you see Wicked Roll, just ask him if he's in Jamal's tournament. He'll know what you're talking about. And Harry Manback's been posting some pretty freaking ridiculous videos as well. They're very funny. So there's great entertainment out there as well. As far as accessories go with Firewall, what do you guys roll with? Do you bring any other accessories into the game? Because I know, like Punishment VR has been doing the aim stick modifications and stuff like that. I know that Johnny B. Good, who's also a streamer, he picked up what's the thing called? The Wooger vest. So
yeah, the one that does audio feedback.
Like that. So if you guys have tried that shit, throw your post in the chat. These are all players that for the most part that you're throwing it into. Very curious to hear about that. I'm curious to hear about the immersion of the game with that.
Karen brings up a good one that I don't know why we forgot about it, but getting scrocked has become a new term in our match against
I
the
didn't do that.
Killabees.
For the record, I did not do that.
But he has taken it on, and he rather enjoys it. Scrock, unfortunately, although in our case, his argument was he was trying to help us and give us some sort of advantage. It didn't help at all. He planted C4 and quickly eliminated himself thereafter, thusly scrocking himself. Is a term that or a phrase that we are trying to coin in spread. So if you make an error like that, you've been scrocked.
Yep, you scrogged it. I think that's what I got to figure out. I think it's with a G. So I think, but he spells it with a Q, but his name is with a G. So I think the last thing that we've been saying when we played them, and to his defense as well, because this is going to put him over the top as well. We played Killabees this week, and we lost freaking 8-0 in Pro League. So we don't need to get too into that. Just, make your own assumptions. But throughout that course of that, though, Scrog killed himself once and then died one time later. So we started calling it, especially after he blew himself up, getting scrogged. So,
the best thing to happen in that entire match was I won money on my bet. So,
wait, Pete Rose, what are you saying?
Oh, I mean, we did our best.
You bet against us?
Dude, I never bet. But if I had put down money,
my money was on Killabees for sure. I won like $6,000 on that shit.
Killabees are just a tough team. We see them over here as Mando Bees, and yeah, man, they're right here in postseason in quarterfinals, and understandably so. They're just a very strong competitive team. I can't wait to see how well they perform here. I mean, they're playing in both leagues for the most part. I mean, it's pretty intense. They get plenty of practice in. They're very well versed in league play, and they're just so chill and kind, as with many of the teams that we watch and compete against. Those who play competitively, some of them can be very competitive, but very well-natured people. So if you're considering in joining a league, a little bit fearful in doing so, I strongly encourage you to give it a shot. We do have 2 fantastic leagues, the North American Firewall League and the Pro League, that are available to you. You meet a lot of great people. You learn a lot of great techniques and develop new skills. It's definitely worth your time. Consider it because it's a blast and you're going to improve exponentially.
Absolutely. And again, big shout out to the Killer Bees, Scrog, Naughty, Turtle was there as well, and of course Killer Bee herself. That was a great time with them, and definitely check out Killer Bee's stream. She's also on YouTube. I believe it's Brit Space
PSN, PS4, PSN, PS4.
PS something Killer Bee. What does that say about you, Titch? Killer Bee 27, I think, or something. I'll look it up while we're waiting. I don't want to give a bad link. As Titch ends the stream.
No, Daddy, no. Are we there yet?
So it is Brit Space, PSN Space, Killa_B_27 on YouTube. So definitely check out Killa B. Amazing player. She does a great job, and I as a father of 3 daughters, I love seeing females in the game and dominating their space, and just saying it's not a matter of you're good for a girl. It's like you're just fucking good. So
yeah, if you're a female and you're afraid to get into this scramble, don't. We got a lot of tough women playing this game. Really tough. In fact, if I see Killer B in Publix, I'm out, man. I might get 1 game in because I just want to play. I just leave thereafter. What's up, Bezoff? Welcome.
Let's go. Gold gun written all over it. Hey, Bezoff, what's going on, Bezoff?
Yeah, speaking of strong female players, Jesse B. Truckin, superb player.
Ouch. Ouch. We got one on our team, Cinderella.
We love you, man.
Player. Look out for her when you match up against her. She'll hurt you. She'll make you cry a little bit.
Razzle Dazzle trying to push in on server room.
I'm gonna close it. I'm gonna close it.
Whoa. That was close.
Yeah.
You see up here, bro. Can someone watch the top and he's gonna open his door that way we can.
Cole narrowly escaping, getting that door closed. Again, Clack bringing it to Razzle Dazzle, forcing them to change strategy and change position.
I'm gonna set a jammer down real quick.
Looks like
Boy,
they're
they got
trying
there
to.
fast.
Yeah, looks like they're trying to get the flank. Nice shot by SRT, getting Cole down. A couple of grenades going in.
Ooh, they're across the way. What's up, Cougar Hunter?
Oh, SRT goes down. Rudy getting credit for that. Seam getting a revive. King Cole also getting revived.
What a great by Seams, man. Seam just saved the ass. Seam ran in there, revived, and closed the door. Great play by Seam right there. I don't know if you guys noticed that or not. Really good play.
What? Doors are closed.
Anybody has sensors?
Yeah, that is a very risky move. We've actually seen it twice already. King Cole getting a door closed right as Razzle Dazzle was approaching. And there, as you said, seemed a good idea, risking his own life to get his teammate up and protect the rest of his team by closing that door.
Fantastic. Great play. Great heads-up play.
There's no C4 there.
I can't think that quick, you know what I mean?
Hell no, dude.
Like, I would have done either the revive or the door close. I'm not going to do both. I got to be honest. So, to my team, I'm sorry.
I'm with you on that, man.
Shit, we're on the same team.
That's my thoughts right now, honestly, too.
Ra? Cinder?
But they're watching, please, they're on that door.
Save us.
All right, so it looks like we got 2 and 2 with Razzle. They're actually going upstairs to try to get some. Oh,
What's up, Cougar Hunter? How you doing, man?
look, they got a guy right in front of them. I don't know if SRT had a guy right in front of him. I don't know if he knew, if that person knew that SRT was there or not.
What I find interesting is Clack's decision to hold this tank room. You don't usually see this technique.
Oh, was that Seam that was up there? I'm sorry to keep interrupting you, Wolf.
Oh, you're fine.
Kind of give me the wide outline.
Oh, yeah, it is Seamed. I was wondering why I didn't react more strongly than that. Duh. Oh, there is somebody in the corner.
Yeah, I see him right here.
I don't think they quite saw him at first. There go the grenades.
I got eyes on
Thorn,
3.
let's pop this guy.
And the other guy's down below, I think.
Thurm?
Seam, of course, can give a great
You ready?
play-by-play right now.
2, 1, now.
You're right next to that player.
Oh, fuck, that was...
And it goes down double
Oh.
shot at Rudy Boy, getting it down on SRT and Therm. It's 2 numbers down now.
Oh shit, I'm red.
Don't worry. Nice.
That is unfortunate for Razzle Dazzle. They could have gotten that double fire. Only thing, and maybe this is just me, could just be me, I would have peeked my gun and blind fired around the corner, trying to at least lay that out while Therm comes up from behind to lay that secondary fire. But, again, in the heat of the moment, you're thinking in 2v1, yeah, we got the odds. Really, you're going around peeking that corner. I mean, where are the odds actually stacked?
I mean, obviously the odds are stacked in Clack's favor, so that's going to be a tough one. But I don't know.
Decisions, man. That's the thing about league play, right? Like, you think so differently when you're just casually playing with friends or randoms in publics, but when there's something on the line, your mentality changes. For some, it doesn't. But for a good majority, something changes, and your confidence kind of shifts. Am I really going to try to push here? Am I really going to try to do what I usually do and go all Rambo on these people, or am I going to play a little more hesitantly and cautiously? Those kinds of things rattle around in your brain, and that's when mistakes happen.
Yeah, and you got 4 people on your team who have the same shit rattling around in their brain as well. I mean, everybody wants to be able to run out and kill all 4 of the other team, or at least 1 or 2, or whatever the case is. You feel like you have that edge, and you go to do it, and you get whipped up. So that's why it's better to just kind of stick with your plan. So we'll see. We'll see how it keeps going. Rad's got 5 on it. Rad, is that Rad's 5 that he got from you that's supposed to go to Cinderella? I'm trying to figure out the money. I'm following the money. That's what they say in politics. I'm following the money. In coupons, Rad says. So,
Cougar, who's going to win? That's a good question right now. Clack is favored to win just based on numbers alone. So although Razzle Dazzle has been performing well, and we kept seeing it back and forth, and they were keeping it tied for the most part, Clack pulled ahead with 3 straight victories, and this has got to rattle Razzle just a little bit. Maybe they performed well in these maps before. We already saw Office, so we saw that for a second time. Now we're back on Containment. Let's see if they can shrug those 3 losses off, move forward from here, maintain their composure, get their feet back under them, and get a comeback.
Yeah, I'm calling Razzle with the next 2 wins, and then we're done.
Yeah.
Since Buckaroo pointed out that we can't play to 12, we have to play to 11.
Oh shit, I went the wrong way again.
Going straight down the white stairs is Razzle Dazzle. Going towards the server room. We're going to see a standard defense, I'm sure, here on Containment. Clack already pushing up close to that lab breach.
I'm going to keep my eye on Chuck on this map. He's a good defensive player on this map specifically, so we'll see what happens. No pressure, Chuck, if you can hear me.
Yeah, none whatsoever.
But it's all on you.
How do you want to do this?
Somebody let me know. Therm unmute.
Yeah, no, I just remembered.
It sounds like Razzle Dazzle is less concerned about the white stairs right now. Which I can kind of understand. I mean, even if you try to move down the white stairs, what angle do you really have? You still got to turn that corner. You still got to peek. You don't have a lot of room to run, and you're kind of pinned down there. So not really attending to the white stairs, not a bad idea.
No, and I mean, it's pointless. I mean, it used to be you stand at that window at the front, aiming at the white stairs, and you just aim up there, and you're going to kill them. And all of a sudden, the other team started like, hey, I'm going to not even get down. Once I peek, I'm going to throw a grenade with my peek. And I'm going to wipe out that guy that's in that window. And, I mean, I fell victim to that, too. An impact would pop me right in the face, facing out that window before I even saw a gun. So, we'll see.
Yeah.
You can also pick a ton of players off from those white stairs in Publix, but this ain't public, man.
Clack breaching the opposing lab, checking their corners, making sure it's safe to move in.
entrar, güey, cuando lo hago.
¿Vas a intentarlo?
No, güey, es que iba a traer Ninja con el C4, pero no,
Click Clack with the click turn.
Being very cautious, very smart too. There's a lot of C4s and mines that are generally placed in these areas. So they know what you're going to do, especially on that table that's right in front of Click Clack right now. That table right there.
Yeah, Bear, right.
Yep,
the
Bear
one right
Turtle
next to
did the
Bear
running.
Turtle.
Although I don't know if that running back off would have made it.
No, I'm about to right now.
The
I'll do
sensor
it right
is
here.
under me. The sensor?
Of course.
Baby boy trying to go down the white stairs, seeing if he can
Tengo un sensor abajo.
apply pressure there while the rest of his team set up in the lab. Razzle Dazzle, holding steady in their position.
Yeah, I mean, Click Clack doing something very similar with the white stairs portion to what Razzle Dazzle did.
Yeah, I've seen it.
Nice grenade. SRT, not finding its mark, but definitely causing some concern.
Let me check.
Blind fire trades, not really doing much for either team at this point. All right.
There's no blocker on the single door, so we can smoke and try to get in there. I'm gonna just go through the back.
Do have to say,
You have it, right?
you know, Rad's commenting a lot. Rad is actually on Razzle Dazzle Tampazzle. He's actually a team member on there, so just, you know, want to make sure full disclosure.
No secrets here, folks.
Well, that's a good spot on Razzle, behind the server up them stairs, but man, you got to hit him quick.
You do. That's a very narrow window. Click Clack really not making any moves here. Some gunfire drawn.
Oh my god.
They know Rudy Boy's at the top of those stairs.
Yeah, and it looks like the other members of the team, Bear Turtle and Party, have decided to move towards the double doors.
Rudy's about to come into eyesight for SRT, I believe.
Getting a tag there with a blind fire.
Go.
Couple of smokes going out. A nice
Yeah.
grenade across the floor. Getting a couple of hits. Applying the pressure.
Oh, get
Here
out of
goes
there.
Click
Get out of
Clack.
there. Oh, they're in the room. Down. Chuck eliminates Cole. Chuck going for the revive. Chuck getting popped from behind. All three down.
Seam goes down.
Oof, that was rough. That was rough.
Oh, and they are very upset about that. Fraud. Really putting in the work, coming in late there and cleaning up. Wow. Ooh, Razzle Dazzle must be very frustrated with that because they had very strong positioning. SRT got a nice revive there, but he got tagged in the back, getting caught out of position, and then Seamed also turning his back, getting caught out of position, and they got cleaned. They should have held their corners, waited to get that revive, make sure that the enemy was either hit, forced to retreat, or even down and eliminated before going for that revive. You know, that's the risk you're taking when you're going for a revive. We've already talked about it tonight. Is this a revive worth getting? In that case, I think SRT thought it was. I thought he probably felt he was safe enough to do it. But if you're not really certain where your enemy is posted up, you got to approach that cautiously. And we just saw a clear example of what happens when that happens.
Yeah, and you got to wonder now for the remaining games. Well, there's going to be one. I mean, it's. I wonder if they're going to do anything fun or whatever, because at this point, there's no chance for Razzle Dazzle to win.
Well, there is.
No.
I mean, it is a 1st to 11, so whoever gets there first is going to win. So they could come back,
yeah.
but I hear what you're saying. Like the point difference is so large. Like even I'm sitting here thinking, like, does Razzle Dazzle really stand a chance? It's a lot of games to come back from. Granted, we could have a 21 game series tonight, but
yeah.
I mean, with how things are going and how flustered Razzle Dazzle seems to be, listening to their comms. I think a lot of the morale momentum is out of their corner and very much in favor of Click Clack, who are approaching this, although aggressively and definitely loud, as you might be able to hear. I think they're walking with greater confidence.
Yeah, but I don't know. Right now, I got to say, if I'm a betting man, I would probably pick Razzle Dazzle just because they have two things right now. I mean, both teams have talent. Razzle Dazzle may be a little outmatched by Clack, depending on who you ask. I'm not saying that. But Razzle Dazzle has one thing, and that's desperation. So if they lose 4 more, they're done. They're done for the season, and all the work that they've done to get to where they are is gone. So I think they're going to give it a great effort. I also know people on both teams. We all know people on both teams, and there's some pretty sneaky people on both teams too that could do some damage. Just being unconventional. So I hope they shake it up. I hope they really shake it up.
Yeah. Silverback, thank you so much for the follow, man. Appreciate it. Welcome to the community. Be sure to also hit that bell icon to be notified when we do go live. We have plenty of league play coming up. Pro League is entering its back end of the season. We just came out of holiday break. NAFWL is finishing up their season, and it's turning out to be a really good one. We'll see if Razzle Dazzle can come back, as I believe we're heading over to District, which is another fan favorite and player favorite. It's going to be a really long gun game here. I anticipate as Clack gets the top half of this map in the cinder block construction area. And it looks like they're going to set up their defense there as Razzle Dazzle approaches the parking lot.
Yep. I mean, I think at this point, you're going to expect a traditional defensive hold.
Put one in the very back.
And
then one on sniper.
Let's see. Who's on is Clack on defense right now? I'm sorry.
Yes.
Last match. Yeah, Clack's on defense. So they obviously have the high ground. That's an advantage right off the bat. So I'd say Razzle Dazzle is going to have a tough time climbing this mountain, but the players in Razzle Dazzle are capable of climbing this mountain. So let's see what develops with their talk out.
Yeah, what is critical in this particular spot is their push. They got to get the grenades up. They got to cause some distraction. Got to get some smokes, maybe even split to push here, as Clack is pretty much formed up all together in the back. A couple well-placed grenades can cause some chaos, force them to maneuver out of position, and then from there they can capitalize.
And I got scrocked the other day in Crod's position looking at freaking Eagle Eye, because he knows that I'm looking at Eagle Eye in that spot, and he threw grenades from below in the store, like in that alley, and popped me and killed me. So I got scrocked too. Crowd is checking out Eagle Eye. I am not sure if Razzle Dazzle is using Eagle Eye or not. Oh yeah, they are. They are. So it looks like
Therm, I believe, is
Therm.
running that.
Yeah, Therm is definitely running that. I'm gonna step away for 1 second. We're back.
If I go up Grenade Alley stairs.
We lose Sniper Alley stairs all the time.
Sniper Alley stairs, and then
the metal door. We lose it all the time. Can we beat it?
And throw a grenade over the building to the left.
Yes, because there's one kind of, you know where the pile of sandbags are by the half wall going out from Sniper Alley shot point.
Yes.
There's one standing there, and then one standing about 10 feet back.
You got 15 more seconds.
Okay, so Razzle Dazzle is going to 2 to the storefront entrance, 1 at Sniper, and 1 still on Eagle Eye.
That's why I said giving him 15 more seconds.
Dangerous for Chuckamus to push up that far. With seamed. They are trying to get grenades up and over. They're able to get 2 eliminations off of that. Seamed and Chuckamus both going down. Again, like I had said, very dangerous push, but here comes a couple more grenades going out. Not finding their mark.
Yeah, wow.
Fortunately, SRT goes down at the hands of Rudy Boy. He is revived, but here comes the rest of the team swarming.
Such bullshit.
That's it. Clack getting another victory, increasing their lead, making the score now 8-3, getting closer and closer to their quarterfinal win. It's a tough spot to push on, man. Really tough spot. Sorry, I'm just catching up on our group chat on Discord. Our team's funny. So what do you guys think of that new intro, by the way? I want to throw that out, as a lot of work was really put into that by the hands of Titch, who is producing tonight. He really has put in a lot of work for a lot of different things. So shout out to him. I'm absolutely loving it. His work in Blender has improved significantly. I know in some areas he got help from Demolition Sean, but the creativity, the image that you see came from that twisted mind. So, it's beautiful. I love it. And I think it's a good entrance scene into our fine studio here. And it looks like Timber's a bit muted, unfortunately.
Looks great. Nice job, Titch, on the detail and everything else. If you guys get a chance and see I know the lot of you, when you get the notification, you basically sit at your computer for 10 minutes or 15 minutes while we're counting in. So just pay attention to that grass. Some really good detail on that as well. But the intro looks awesome. Again, thank you, Titch. And thank you, Titch, again tonight for running our production in the background. Always great to have you here and yelling in my ear.
What is this nifty little thing?
Oh,
Did you just put this up?
Look at this guy. Predict with mic points. Who's got mic points?
That is really cool. I've never seen that before. Is that something new to the channel points?
He's just pushing buttons, I think.
Only a couple weeks old. Okay. Wow, that's pretty sweet. Go ahead and we're going to be running our polls that way from now on. Use those channel points for something. Shoot, man. Senior Thick Twitch. How you doing? Thank you so much for tuning in. Appreciate it. Here we are back on District. Clap. Pushing up towards the construction cinder block site. And it looks like Razzle Dazzle is holding down the parking lot area. They're actually going to sit in the back alley. This has become a more common strategy for defending teams out here on District. It's a very powerful maneuver. You have a lot of cover back here, and really only 3 avenues in which the attacking team can push. And if you run a pretty decent defense, whether with motion sensors and door blockers, you can really force the maneuverability of the attacking team.
Yep. And then the downside of that thing, I think, is that spawn. That's probably the worst spawn on this map as far as, it's probably the worst spawn on this map. Because you got to hide a jammer in that hallway at best and hope they don't hit your jammer from in front of coming into that hallway. Otherwise, the defense turns into the offense and, the turns have tabled and all that fun stuff I usually say.
Come on, move up. Let's go.
Shout out to Brown Pit. I was talking about you earlier, buddy. Thanks for joining our chat. Thanks for joining our stream tonight, man. Hope you're well. And the prediction poll is up.
Dude, I love that.
Let's go. Let's try to get that jammer.
I think we'll just remove.
Where's that fourth one?
Is it maybe hiding in the trenches here?
I think we'll remove the poll from.
So Clack being very patient. Looks like Razzle Dazzle is very steadfast on their defense. I think they're pretty spread out across that back alley.
I got impacts. I bought impacts. So.
I got frags.
Let's hope they don't have a sensor there. It's gonna be hard.
Now you're going to see grenades going into that alley just to blow up the jammer.
SRT is going to have a very quick trigger finger here, just missing that peak.
From taxi and try to get those guys first.
You mean the right?
Yeah, right here. There's one here. Yeah, right here on the taxi, right here. Yeah, there's one here.
Peek and shoot.
We need to get this jammer. It's up high.
Let me see real quick.
Clack getting a couple of grenades out.
Yeah, we need to push those guys there. The 2 guys there.
Yeah, they're triple shooting.
They're hoping to cause a scramble. Not doing much to Razzle Dazzle, who are staying grounded.
Oh, nice.
Nice hit by Cole. Eliminating seemed a good idea. Chucking a nice grenade up and over the buildings. And it looks like some damage was done to SRT, but he is holding his ground firm. Getting a couple of grenades out, not finding their mark.
But
they were able to get the jammer too, I believe.
Probably. They were good grenades by SRT and keeping the defense off him at least. Oh, he might get a surprise pop out here.
Laptop, right side of laptop, close.
Eternal downing Chuckamus.
Damn.
Game elimination, 2 members left, and it looks like Thurn's going to potentially get eliminated. No, nice shots by SRT, protecting his teammate.
Left side of red car, one left side of
eliminating the
85%, 80, 90%,
chance of death there, and they are hesitant pushing the parking lot.
I would be too. Eternal takes out straight ace and Therm for the victory.
Clack dominating. There was a point that this was going to happen. Or at least I kind of felt it. I was hoping for more of a back and forth as we saw early on. But it looks like Clack has found their footing and their confidence. And Razzle Dazzle has kind of crumbled under the weight of Clack. So we might see a finish here the next couple of rounds. We'll see. Razzle Dazzle still has a chance to come back. It is still, I don't want to say, it's a long road ahead, but we've seen some crazy shit happen here on Amateur Hour, so I don't want to take it away from them until there's an actual win, until there's a final score. We've seen some really crazy stuff happen, so Razzle Dazzle, light a fire under your butts. Let's go. Let's get a couple more wins under your belt and chase them. Yeah, the night's not over.
Let's see how it goes. I mean, it's not out of the realm for a team to win 8 matches in a row. I mean, prime example, Kill a Beast did it to us the other night. So let's see what develops here.
Bezov says, when I turned this match on, it was 3-3.
Yeah.
Yes, it was. 6 straight wins for Clack has really turned the tides. You get to also make another prediction who you think is going to win using those mic points. Can I not submit? What did you say, Titch?
Putting in some new polls and messing with some new polls. So if you take a look at them toward the bottom of our panels and stuff like that, there's a few polls there. I think we're working on them now, so we'll let you know what you got. Oh.
Razzle Dazzle. So Senior Thick Twitch calling Razzle Dazzle with a comeback and a bit donation. Thank you so much.
Is that SRT?
No, that's not SRT.
Twitch?
He was in here earlier, yeah.
No, I know, but I'm just saying the SRT from that name might be somebody that's with SRT. So either way, thank you so much for the 100 bits, and Razzle Dazzle's coming back. So I'm just thinking that somebody has to know SRT pretty well.
No, thick, THICC is definitely a favored term in some industries, if you know what I'm saying.
Depending on how you read it. That's my point. I see SRT. I don't see the rest of it. I see SRT.
It's so strange. I'm not figuring this out. So many other people are already figuring this out on how to cast your points here.
Either way. What's up, Lady Flip 220? Great to have you with us tonight.
Oh, what's up, Flip? Thank you so much for tuning in. It's been a long evening so far, but so far it's been exciting nonetheless.
All right, so we are now going into...
Oh, that's cool. Right? If you had cast your prediction, which some people have, 22 points in favor of no, you get a little indicator next to your name that says predicted no. It tells you what you predicted.
Dang.
That's pretty cool. This thing is awesome. Good look, Titch. Good look.
What's that little icon next to Cinderella's name?
That's what I'm saying.
Oh, that's it?
Yeah. It says predict. If you hover over it, it says predicted no. It's pretty awesome.
I got that on my phone. I didn't see it on the computer. So either way, it looks like we are going to
Post 15.
Post 15. I love this map.
Yeah, it's turned out to be a really good map for many people. We don't see it a lot in League play, but just in general, I think it's a well-balanced map, and it always feels good to come here.
Yeah, I never feel this is one of those maps where you don't feel, regardless of the spawn and everything else. Like I don't know, maybe I just don't know it well enough yet, but I never feel like really gypped on offense or defense. It's just a fun map to shoot out.
I agree. It's not like one of those maps like Fob or Shoot House or Newsroom where you're just like, this map.
Yeah. Right. So it's like Clack's posting up their defensive posture I'm sure they brought a jammer upstairs, which, I mean, that's the balcony you end up guarding 80% of the time. Looks like SRT hit a concussion mine, so they kind of know where they're coming from.
He was able to evade the proximity mine, though, which is awesome. You definitely don't want to get caught. That concussion proximity mine combo can be rather deadly.
Right. And see if they go with motion sensor here and try to lob some grenades up there, or what they end up doing.
You think? Alright, yeah, I got one on my motion right here above me.
Alright, so we got a few choices.
Here, I can pop him.
Can you kill someone?
Yeah, if you can get, like...
Fuck, I'll be better off going back from this way.
Yeah, I prefer these stairs here.
You should.
Same,
I'll pop this, though.
Same, when you get up there, can you look and see if that door where the jammer is open? Or is there any way
I
for you
hear
to...
one
Where
right
in the
here.
fuck am I going?
I can't see it from I can't see it from here.
Poor SRT, kind of lost on the map.
Middle door's open to it.
Getting turned around.
Where the fuck am I going?
Door's open to it. I can't. There's one on my door.
Oh, little peek and run, peek and run. You gotta get into that room, a little more to the left. Oh, he got it. That's a good grenade.
Really good grenade.
Those were good grenades.
They're holding in the room.
I thought he was a little right, but no, he was definitely right on.
Chuck, you got,
One far back right, one far back left. In front of me.
He's getting a peek from that guy up there. Pretty bold move. Gotta watch up above you, man. I would.
Yeah, they got that long hall door open. Razzle Dazzle trying to apply pressure up top now. Bear Eternal trying to peek himself, but he's retreating and get a better position.
Damn it.
King Cole getting it down on Seamed. Rudy getting down or downing SRT. It looks like Seamed has been fully eliminated. SRT getting revived by Therm.
God damn it,
SRT goes back down. This is the second time, and he's been fully eliminated. Right now it's
From
a
the
4v2.
upstairs
Clack
with laser.
with a very strong, dominating defensive hold here.
They're gonna push my way. They're gonna push my way. Both of them. Two, yeah. Let them cross and you have a C4 there. Yeah. I'll shoot them here if they want to. You watching the middle, crowd? Okay, cool. Yeah, I got it.
Right now, it looks like King Cole's just going to wait for him to creep up, get fairly close. He does have a C4 there.
Yep, this will be the move. They know they're on motion. They know where he's at. He knows where they're at. Chuck is just, they're both just waiting for that door to open.
No, he didn't. No, I shot it.
If you see someone sitting in the door like that for a long period of time without opening it or taking any position, you got to suspect there's something around the corner.
And I'm right here too.
Yeah.
Trying to find that.
Unless it's just me and I just pretty much sit there and saying, we're in danger. We're in danger. We're in danger.
Well, he went for it anyway.
I'm trying to pull him in.
He's trying to pull them in, as he says, trying to get him close.
I think he got the motion, right? I think he's went around that corner for that motion that's in that little cubby hole there. Because they don't see him anymore.
Only 45 seconds left, still alive.
Oh, good move.
Razzle Dazzle.
I think, I don't know. Go how many?
Yeah,
two.
Dang.
Right, no matter how this goes, I give them points for rushing that corner and popping the motion sensor and living through it.
I think they were even able to get the C4, so he can't really peek out with compass anymore. Blind firing around the corner. And Bear Eternal goes down, revives there, going in for more eliminations, but no, looks like King Cole has been put down himself, and they are just cleaning up now for Clack getting another victory. And they are now one point away.
That was close. That was close. What's up, Skippy PSVR? Nice to see you, buddy.
Skippy, it's always nice to see you come in here, man. It's always nice to see all of you coming in here. If you haven't followed already, be sure to hit that purple heart button and click that bell icon so you're notified every time we do go live. We have plenty of league matches coming up in the near future. We have a couple this weekend, I believe. And be sure to check. A lot of you guys in chat are players yourselves. Some of you streamers. Check out each other's pages. Go support one another. Yes, you are competing, but you can compete and be friendly at the same time. We're all here to have fun. We're all here to have a good time with Firewall. So be sure to support each other, because guess what? Without you, we wouldn't exist.
Absolutely.
None of this would exist. Streamers are very important for what we do, and we want to give a shout out to all of you who provide your link, because we need them. So shout out. Absolutely. Thank you.
Absolutely, and so you're aware too. I mean, if you're on a desktop computer and you can kind of minimize screens, you can watch more than one stream at one time. Sometimes you get lucky and you end up watching a stream that's playing against another stream that you're watching. So if you're up for watching some Firewall, getting better at it, or just learning it, or just following people that you enjoy, or just hanging out, follow a couple streams throughout the course of a day or a night when you got nothing else going on. You're at your computer anyway. Usually see some good entertainment, and the streamers that do this are absolutely enjoyable. They're absolutely entertaining. They want to keep you in their stream, obviously, for their benefit as well as yours. So they make it a very entertaining stream. And there's some good stuff out there. You just got to search for it.
Being streamers ourselves, not only here on Amateur Hour, but many of our many members of our team actually stream on our own personal channels. And I can tell you firsthand that yes, it's fun to stream, but it's much more enjoyable when there's people around. And you can meet a lot of great personalities. So don't hesitate to support. Don't hesitate to go check them out. If you don't want to follow them, hey, that's cool. But you know what? At least you're doing them the honor in checking out their stream and showing some love. And while you're doing so, if you've already followed, if you already hit that notification bell, be sure to check out all of our other platforms over on Twitter, YouTube, Discord, Facebook, and also our own website. You can check out our merch store as well. You'll always see me up here rocking AHC merch. I have it splattered all throughout my studio. If you're interested in anything that you do see, especially you can find that in our Discord, be sure to check out the store. All the prices are lowered as far as I can put them for your benefit, just so you can celebrate what we have going here and express your love of the community.
Absolutely.
I think me and Ace are going.
Oh, y'all hold.
So it looks like we got a, let's see.
SRT8 Ace. Nice to meet you.
Jammers all the way to the back bottom. They're both on low level, making their moves.
Are you suppressed, Thurm?
No.
Okay.
I guess get it over quickly, right?
So this could be the last game. So for those of you hating the jammer, I recommend you go to Facebook. I recommend you, or YouTube, and you look up Stubydoo, Stubydoo. Look for him on YouTube. He put out an instructional video on how to beat the glitch using Sir David Attenborough's voice from the Life Collection about animals and shit like that.
Oh
you will absolutely be entertained, and he's kind of telling you how to beat the jammer glitch until FCE fixes it. But that video is funny as shit, and the narration was perfect. I think.
Could you send me that link too?
I absolutely will.
That sounds.
I recommend all of you to watch
hilarious.
It. It's funny and educational as well.
Put a sensor under me.
Oh my gosh! Coming around the corner, SRT laying down the gunfire, getting 2 eliminations on Crod and King Cole. Now it's a 4v2. Razzle Dazzle with the player advantage. This is a turn of events that we weren't expecting.
That's bold moves. That's what they need to do. Good to see it. Now they're kind of chasing each other.
Roaming around over here.
Right when we think we're going to see game point win here, starting to make their way, and it looks like SRT goes down. They cannot
Big
lose this
grenades
here.
coming
Thurm
out.
going in for the support, but they both go down. Now it's even up 2-2.
2-2.
Yeah, I can't.
Nice.
Ooh, they should have played that more cautiously, entered the rooms, used the doors as barriers, and really played that protective defense. Use the environment around you.
There's a camera that you can.
I don't know. They got 2 guys upstairs protecting a jammer. Let's see how they could breach this.
Yeah, now it's clear.
It's clear?
Yeah. So there's one on your left in the room.
Okay.
Your left room, since the door is open.
And what about the other guy?
The other guy, I cannot see.
Let's go in the room, Rudy. Okay, let's go in the room. This one on the right. Ready?
Okay.
Right in front of you. Pin him in there.
There's someone on my right, though, right?
No, there's only 2 left.
What the fuck, dude? What the fuck?
Ooh, Bear Turtle gets around. Oh, downs with both. Yep.
Like, no.
He's good like that.
What the fuck, man? That's open.
King the jammer.
Open.
You got to race downstairs to get the hack, but they have 40 seconds left, so plenty of time to go down and get that win. And it looks like they're going to walk away with a score of 11-3. Clack moving on to the semifinals here. And stay tuned to the North American Firewall League to see who they go up against in the following weeks. Very well played by both teams. You know, I got to give credit to both. Razzle Dazzle really pulled some awesome moves tonight. Granted, they lost by a significant margin, but they fought, and they played their hearts out. They got to the quarterfinals, man. Of all the teams that were playing in the league, you got to walk away happy that you made it that far, because there are so many teams behind you that didn't.
Yeah, absolutely. Congratulations to Clack for a victory. Congrats to Razzle Dazzle. You put up a good fight. Wasn't enough tonight or whatever. And obviously, as you're looking in the chat, if you're going to insult a player, or if you're going to have a name that insults a player organically, just get the fuck out. Go someplace else. We don't want you here. So thank you for deleting that. Leonzi is not a scrub. And I say Leonzi. People give me shit about saying Leonzi.
It is kind of funny.
I call Leonzi. I give him some credit and some respect. I don't care. It's Leonzi. Deal with it. But don't be insulting people on here. We don't need that shit. There's enough of that shit in the world right now. Let's keep it nice in here. This is our nice safe place, right? All right.
I guess, Timer. I guess.
It's Ember. Come on.
But I think that's actually going to. I think Bird's the Word says you say it right. Apparently.
What's up, Birds? Good to see you, buddy. Thank you.
There's someone in your corner.
Absolutely, great minds think alike, and it's just it's been a crazy freaking week. Let's just admit it. Let's just put it on the table right now. And there's been some madness, especially if you're living in the States with whatever the case is. And I know that just kind of like the whole video game thing sometimes kind of creeps into like mental health awareness and shit like that. I'm just saying, like, right now when things are crazy in politics, crazy with the pandemic, crazy with jobs, crazy with everything else, check in on each other. Everybody's going through some shit. I've seen some stuff on Firewall 0, our official community, where somebody posted a broken aim controller, which turned into just a beautiful conversation about mental health. I recommend you guys check that out. It started out as like an aggravated move by somebody who then continued to go forward and explain why they did what they did. And just a great conversation back and forth. And I want to kill things on a downer. But I saw that this week, and I really felt like I obligated to mention that. Check in with each other. If you're going through some shit, reach out to somebody that you can talk to. That's all
absolutely.
I'm about that. I'm not gonna
be safe. Take care of each other. We are a community, and we're growing. We're over 370 strong right now. So if you need a safe place to go, trust me, Amateur Hour community is the place to be. We will keep it safe, and we will hopefully bring a smile to your face. Because I mean, we always bring a smile to our own faces, so laugh with us.
And y'all got me on my messenger, Facebook Messenger, Timber Space Timber. I don't care.
There
Go
you
through
go.
some shit. Reach out to me. I'm more than happy to talk to people.
But I want to thank everyone who tuned in tonight, and I want to thank all members of the North American Firewall League running it and playing in it. Is going to be an exciting postseason. We are going to try to bring you as much of the postseason as we can amongst our already crazy schedule. But if you are interested in watching, be sure to let us know in our Discord, also on our Facebook group page, because all those links are below. So be sure to join. If you like what you're seeing here, be sure to hit that follow button, also hit the bell icon. And I encourage you to let other people know as well, because as far as I know, there's no other Firewall broadcasting esports style at present. So have people come join the community, enjoy some intense Firewall action. But that is all I got. Timber, you got anything? Any last few words?
Not like a lot of them, right? Just a few words. Yeah, absolutely. Hey, big thanks to North American Firewall League. I know I cover you as much as we cover Pro League based on scheduling and everything else. So thank you for sharing your streams with us. Charth, awesome job running the league this season. I can't say it enough. So it's been absolutely enjoyable. Thank you so much. Back to you, Wolf.
All right, guys, that's going to be it for us tonight. Amateur Hour Commentary is going to keep bringing you some awesome Firewall League play, so be sure to tune in next time. And until then, peace.
Good night.